way back, Autumn pointed out a super awesome tree for the tree lovers. I'm a tree lover. I didn't know what it looked like, but it's called a leadwood tree, and it's very notorious in Africa. It was used to make rail ties, right? It was used to make rail ties, and really like expensive, high class, good quality furniture. I was actually talking to Marissa's grandpa Whit, shout out Marissa and Whit, about leadwood the other day, and we were wondering why people don't make boats out of it. Maybe because it's, I don't know, whatever. But it's called leadwood for a reason, and Autumn's going to tell you more about it because I don't really know that a whole ton about it. So I'm passing it over to Autumn, and he's going to talk while I show you the tree.
The specific tree is actually a quite old one. It's well over 450 years old, if I had to say. Its Latin name is Combretum imberbe, and its Afrikaans name is hardekool. And English, it's African leadwood tree. And if you go close to it and you feel the bark, it looks and feels like an elephant skin, which is quite nice because in other nature reserves in Africa, elephants like to rub against the trees because when they itch, they rub against it. And that's about all I can say with to do with elephants. But in Namibia, the Ovambu people actually see this tree as a spiritual tree. I don't know specifically why, but if I had to say something about how old the tree can get, it can get to well over 1,000 years old, which is quite insane in my opinion. And another thing this tree is good for is the gum can be used as a substitute for toothpaste. So if you ever come in the bush and you need toothpaste, you can like break off a branch.
If your breath stank, go to the hardekool and get some toothpaste.
Yes. And yes, you can use the gum of the tree as toothpaste and as teeth whitening. I don't really know what you call it, but something like that. And it's one of my favorite trees in the whole of Africa, and it's most people's favorite tree in Africa. And the wood is a hardwood. I don't know if I actually said it already, but it's a hardwood, which is why Grace said it can be used for many fancy objects, wooden objects. I don't know really what you want to make of it, but when you polish the wood, it looks extremely beautiful, almost like walnut. Not as beautiful as walnut, but it looks quite similar. But you cannot use it for objects that takes a lot of impact, or like gun stocks or something, because once there's a hard impact on the wood, it shatters. I don't specifically know why, but that's something somebody else told me actually. But it's a hardwood, just like a walnut tree we can find in Europe. But yes, it's quite nice. So.
Okay, one thing about Africa is always check above you because you don't know if a boomslang, aka a boomslang, will be above your head. But anyway, so we drove to a different leadwood tree because I don't particularly like walking through the long grass here, or anywhere, but here especially. So we drove and found another one to look at what the bark looks like. Autumn was talking about the elephant skin. So I'm going to hand him the mic and I'll woman the camera. Oh, hold on. I got double stacks here, okay.
Okay, so just like I said earlier, it looks like an elephant skin, and if it feels like an elephant skin, but not this specific area because it's quite bumpy. The elephant skin is not bumpy. Over here, on this specific spot here, it feels like an elephant skin. It's rough, it's dry, and it's,
Looks like it too.
It looks like it too.
Cool.